Hey kids at Benjamin Logan Middle School. What I'm going to do is build a little shadow box for you at home. Tell stories with. Create some little characters. And in this is it's an old way of telling stories. Hi everybody, it's me Tristan. I want to come to you with some different ideas for some shadow puppets and some other creative ideas with characters so you can put on a little show while you're at home to entertain your folks and anybody else that's around, or even put your own little shows on video. I hope everybody's safe and everybody's okay at home and trying to keep busy and finding fun things to do. Today, for the first one, I'm going to create a series of these, working with Jennifer, Mrs. Davis, and we're going to put together a few little shows that you'll be able to watch and learn from and create stuff from. Today we're going to work with that shadow puppets. I know some of you worked with that, but we're going to create your own little shadow screen and some characters and some other things like that. So I hope you enjoy this and have fun with it. I miss you all very much, and but we'll keep creating. All right. First thing, this here is a shadow screen that we've made. It's out of wood and muslin, just a fabric, something transparent that you can get light through. And create different silhouettes in there. But I know you're at home and we have limited things to use and to find different things to use as a shadow screen. So I brought some different things. Alright, this is what we need to start all this with this beautiful shadow box theater. First, you need a pair of scissors, marker, some duct tape or masking tape or glue, a ruler or a spare stick you have laying around, straight edge, all right, and some very thin clear plastic. I say clear, but you got to be able to see through it, light through it, and a box. It could be any size box, big, small, medium, large, and a box cutter. Make sure you keep the blade in, but not while cutting. And here's another straight edge. Now another thing for the shadow puppet, what's really important is you need a light. It can be a clip light or a flashlight. Oops, there's and a hot glue gun and water, and then we can get started. So, we know we have some Amazon boxes, or some different boxes. You can also use cereal boxes, animal cage boxes, different sizes. It doesn't really matter. But it will determine the size of your characters that you want to make in the shadows. So, let's start with the little one first. Is that okay? All right. So, as you see the box, you can't see through it. It has a solid bottom, so we need to cut that out. So what I'm going to do is, I have a little 2-inch stick, which you can take a ruler or something like that, to create what we call kind of like a picture frame inside this. So this is kind of small, so we can make little tiny things. Alright, so this, you need a marker. The second thing you need is some kind of pair of scissors or a knife, a cutting utensil to cut out that center part that you draw in there. Okay, I just outlined the circle, or the center of it. Put my glasses on. Alright, so you want to cut this out. Be very careful. please do this with your parents around or somebody around. Make sure that you're safe doing this sort of thing. Alright, a couple more cuts here. There we go, right here. We're almost there. As you can tell, I don't do many videos. Alright, so now you got these flaps on the inside you got to take care of. Alright, so I need to cut those out. Let's do this a different way, okay? Let's cut the box open. So if you just got some stuff shipped in from Amazon, you need to cut these little flaps out. So make sure you have a cutting board or something like that and a pair of scissors. See, all this is a big challenge to me because these are materials I don't usually use. But I think it's a lot of fun, and being able to use what you have laying around. I think it helps you get creative. Okay, so I cut those middle flaps out, all that sort of thing. And I am going to tape this back together. Today I'm going to use duct tape. So, alright, so tape the box back together. Alright, gives you a nice silver covering. Alright, it's beautiful, it shines, it's weatherproof, you can do these outside, that sort of thing. Okay, so there you go. Alright. So I want to get rid of these back flaps too, so we just want to cut those off. Yeah, let's save that cardboard because we're going to use that later for some other things. Alright? I used to do this at home when I was a kid, but we had a Happy Meal I got from the Red Barn. It was a chicken leg and a hamburger. And I created different stories with that. But here you go. You can also use a shoe box. It's pretty handy in this situation also. So here we have this little like a TV screen sort of looking thing. You have it taped together. Alright. Sound good? Alright. So the next thing is be nice to have some hot glue gun. Now, I know some of you may not have this, but some of you might. Hopefully at home you can use different things, a glue stick, regular glue, staples, whatever, something like that. But you want to get a piece of fabric, and it's pretty thin. Usually the sheet off of your brother or sister's bed you can use for this. Just kidding. So, but it needs to be thin. This is muslin, and it comes in different thicknesses, and you want to get the thinnest possible. So you cut your little square out of that. I get mine at Joann's, or I cut up an old sheet or something like that. But it has to be thin. It has to be pretty, so that you can hold it up to the light and see some light through it. Alright? So here's the screen. You know, it almost looks like that shoe box with a hole in it, but that's what we're kind of going for this size. Alright, so here's the muslin. It's a little square that'll fit inside there, and that's what you'll see out here. But first, I'm going to take the hot glue gun and glue the inside around the opening, okay? Because I want to get this kind of tight. I don't want a lot of wrinkles in there, alright? So, and don't burn your finger. Alright, so, put this in here. And move it around, push it down a little bit. That sort of thing. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, so where do we want to go from here? Here we go. We have our little shadow puppet screen, just like a little TV thing. So the next thing you need is a light source. I have a flashlight. You got a clip light or whatever other kind of light you would like to use. But first, you gotta have your puppet, the little guy that you'll see behind here. Now to help with that, you need to turn the lights out. Now we can start with our little puppet show. For now, I'm going to show you a little guy that I made just to demonstrate this. You can use a flashlight. It's really neat. Can you see that? Yeah, dancing away like that sort of thing. Or you can use a clip light, which you can connect to something. That will give you a nice little dancing guy in there also. And the next thing you need is some cool music also. So you have to put on a little video for the music. Alright, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have now our shadow screen. Now remember, you can make them even bigger with the bigger size of the boxes. You need a little bigger light, but then you can start your story. Next time, we'll start making our story with the different characters as shadow puppets, that sort of thing. Alright, thanks a lot. Have fun.